Now, this came out a few days ago, but now the actor is speaking on it. Steven Yeun had stepped away from Marvel's Thunderbolts. He was set to play Sentry, and he had walked away recently. I believe this news first broke on the 2nd or 3rd.
I think it was the 2nd.
Yeah, but now he's spoken to Variety about his departure, and our little article here comes from Forbes. But he was saying that really what it came down to was the SAG-AFTRA strike and some timing here. Steven Yeun says, I think for me, time passing and things shifting kind of pulled me out of it. But director Jake Schreier, I know, is going to do an incredible job. It took a lot of drafts on emails to make sure that I conveyed the sincerity of how sorry I was to have to back out. He goes on to say, I want to do a Marvel movie. I think it's too early to say that. I probably pissed off too many people leaving, so I'm just going to say thank you for having me. I have some ideas, but I heard if you put it out there, you'll never get it, so I'll keep it close to my chest. So Steven Yeun chose to walk away. And I think this is a very diplomatic response to why. And I think he does a great job here of making sure he's not burning any bridges, but accepting that he might have.
Yeah.
I think this is a very, very wonderful, mature, and well put together response here. How do you guys feel about it?
Because that is, Sentry, that is a big character.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
No, but I mean, even like, well, it's going to be a pivotal character
Yeah.
in Thunderbolts, but it is even in the comics right now, or, the last, I don't know, maybe 15 years or so. So it's not like he got a side part.
No.
And also
big super powered guy.
Just some empathy for him. That can't be easy to back down from something like that. The amount of pressure.
Especially, he was talking about, like, okay, I'm going to be honest here. Like, it took me a little bit to get on board with him playing the Sentry just because of what I saw.
Yeah, what you
what I thought. Mm-hmm. But you know what? As soon as I just, when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? The Sentry is going to be on screen. I don't care. Like. And so I'm on board with him, and it just breaks my heart that he has to leave, because the way they're describing him, like talking about the suit that they had made for him, how he was talking to the director or something, and he was super excited about it. I was like, wow, that got me more excited for this. So it kind of sucks.
It was an interesting take for sure. I mean, Michael Gonzalez, I have him up on screen, says Ryan Gosling as Sentry. I think, Ray, weren't you saying there was like a rumor mill about Ryan Gosling?
There's been talks. I don't know if it's been confirmed,
but nothing official. I mean, that's rumor mill.
But let's go on. Let's say he is confirmed to be the Sentry. That's a good pick too. I mean, it's a completely different actor, like as in what they do. But I'll be on board. Just put the Sentry on screen.
Well, and all you really need here, and I say all you really need, the look does not matter.
The aesthetic
does not matter.
No.
You need a really strong, capable actor, because Sentry first starts out as a drug addict.
Yeah.
And then moves on to be this very troubled hero who has to deal with a lot of mental anguish, one because of their past choices, and then also because of the introduction of the Void.
Yeah.
So there's so much there.
And when I thought of that, I was like, Steven Yeun is going to kick ass as a Sentry. Like, he could play that.
He would have
and
been
Ryan
amazing.
Gosling could too.
Sure.
But Ryan Gosling really boosts the budget of that then, because the price tag to get Ryan Gosling right now, especially off of Barbie and everything.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
He's starring in his Stuntman movie, and I mean,
is this supposed to come out this year? Do we know if Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts is scheduled for 2025.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they've got some time to cast, but they better get on it. I'm sure they had a second choice and whatever.
And do you think this has any effect from Marvel having to scrap things where they're rearranging stuff? Obviously, they've moved dates. Probably it probably moved into the schedule, right? Like,
very possibly. So I've got a source at Disney and who is working specifically in the Marvel department. And they've talked a lot about just really focusing on quality and making sure that everything is being done in a very, very high quality way now. We've got that with the introduction of showrunners, right, for the actual shows, which is huge and wild.
And
that
we're
they weren't
already
doing that
seeing
before.
a difference.
Exactly. And I think doing this, as much as I would love to have several movie events a year, I would so rather go see excellent films once or twice a year in this universe rather than get inundated with kind of meh.
And
well, because it did eventually affect the quality.
It did.
So at first we were spoiled with like great quality MCU content. So we're like, yes, and the actors are going to be playing their roles on Disney Plus, and this is amazing. And it got out of the gate really well with WandaVision, but it was hit and miss. We've talked about it to death. But,
absolutely.
And then we got so many movies in there that we just thought, oh well, that quality is just Feige can do no wrong. And it's like, well, you get overwhelmed, and it hit the
You
quality.
really
so.
do. And I
know.
understood the strategy of they didn't want there to be a time period where there was not a Marvel product out.
Yeah.
And I get that. You want it to be part of the zeitgeist constantly, especially in this current binge culture. But because of that, we all essentially data dump.
Well,
we see a show
yes.
and then we forget about
and
it.
and we're getting all this content that isn't linking up, and it's frustrating the audience.
Yes.
And the last thing about Steven Yeun, he doesn't want to put himself in a place like Mahershala Ali has, where he's promising this block of time and they're not ready yet, and so he's skipping a lot of projects to actually play this part. I don't think anything is worth that much of like where you want your career going. I want to see him on screen again. So yeah, that's the last thing he wants to happen is like be just sitting there waiting. You know,
he's got a super hot career.
Right.
I mean, just off the Fresh Tales of Beef, you know.
Right.
I mean, he's got very, very sought after. You don't want to be locked in.
Yeah.
We've had other actors talk about it, Elizabeth Olsen, you know, where yes, this is a great opportunity, but it does keep you from other opportunities.
Right.
So
If this was
that
something
delay.
that was about to start shooting or was, you know what I mean, and
If
it's
it was a
coming out in
Deadpool.
2024, that's different. I
Yeah.
think he would have gone for it. But 25, and now he's got, so yeah.
It's understandable. But guys, do you find it to be understandable? Are you disappointed that Steven Yeun has left? Does it make sense to you? Let us know your thoughts on that.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. On average, it takes about 30 days for a person to break their New Year's resolution. So if saving money was on your 2024 list, your odds aren't looking that great. Luckily, I have a 100% guaranteed way to save you money this year. Just switch to Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for $15 a month. I've told you guys many times that after switching to Mint Mobile, I am spending less than a third on my cell bill than I used to with a major carrier. Say goodbye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. All Mint plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And don't worry about having to change phones or numbers. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. So guys, to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bills to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.